get started, you'll need to gather your materials. You'll need a frame. In my case, I repurposed an old dry erase board, some scissors, string, a hot glue gun, and if you choose to recolor your frame as I did, you'll need some spray paint of your choice as well. Additional items you'll need will be anything to protect your surroundings. If you choose to spray paint, like a box. In my case, I chose binder clips, clothespins, and a Sharpie, which you'll see why later on in the video. So the first thing I did was separate the dry erase board from the frame by taking one piece of the frame apart and sliding the board out. Afterwards, I had to re-glue the piece back to the rest of the frame using my hot glue gun. And when you're doing this, make sure to use a generous amount of glue and to wait until the glue dries completely in between doing each side, or else the pieces won't stick together. Once it completely cooled and I had my full frame, I headed outside to spray paint it white. Now when you're spray painting it, make sure to have some distance from the frame and you aren't spraying directly in one spot or else you'll get drips and an uneven coat of paint. You also don't have to do the back whatsoever, but I just decided to do it for fun. Now taking my string, I measured the length across one side of the frame and cut it. To make more strings, I measured the length a few times and cut the axis off. I wanted to make about 4 to 5 strings, but the amount you want can totally be more or less than mine. Now in a few seconds, you'll see that I set that aside and repeated the same process with the other length of the frame. Now with the pre-measured string, I cut off the loops at the ends like so. I did this to both sets of strings. Now we can get started gluing all of it together. This part is kind of self-explanatory, but you just need to remember to evenly space out your pieces, which you can do before you glue everything down, but I just eyeballed it and spaced it out as I went. You must also make sure the glue is dried all the way like before, or else everything won't stick in the places you want it. And if you were curious as to what I was doing, as I am just about to do, I am turning the glue gun on its side and using the tip as a little point to flatten out any globs of glue I wanted to distribute and even out. And after repeating this process, you'll be done just like that. All that's left to do is to hang your display and to decorate it. This is where you can have fun putting up all your favorite Polaroids, photo booth strips, any memorabilia that brings you joy. And then you're done!